Welcome back to jazztime.com. Jazztime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at jazztime.com. Again, links in the description below. Alright, today we'll be going over Cartier's Ronde Solo de Cartier in stainless steel and silver opaline dial, reference number W6701011. Quite a mouthful there, but we'll be going over an unboxing here, and I'll be going over all the aspects of this watch. Alright, so as with all Cartier watches, they come in this nice red box. Alright. Not much to see here, so I'll set this off to the side. Alright, and here's the main event right here, the Ronde Solo. Alright, we have this watch here, and there's also a tiny little portion underneath. Since this one does not come with any additional pieces, there's only, basic instructions and the warranty card. Alright, so place them back in there rather nicely, and we can place the watch, or at least its holder, back in here because we want to see, and we're going to review this right here. Okay, so placing the pillow back in, and there we go. All right, as part of the unboxing process, looks like we have a plastic protector on this one, very nicely protecting the lugs as well as that very, very thick bezel right there. All right, and some stickers on this bracelet here, which we will need to remove. Thankfully, I still have nails, so that makes it rather easy. And look at that high polish on those large links with those satin brushings on those intermediary links. All right, very excellent presentation there. So that's one side, and then I believe the other side should also have the same unpeeling process here. All right, and there might be some additional parts underneath that do require removal as well. Thankfully, I do still have nails. And the underside of the 12 o'clock. Don't forget that. All right, clean presentation. Very nice look. All right, we'll be going over all of these portions here in just a moment, so no need to worry there. All right. All right. So as of the making of this video, this is the sort of a middle of the pack model within the Ronde Solo de Cartier model line. It's also among the more affordable models when contrasted with the Ronde Louis Cartier, which are made in either pink or white gold and even with diamonds on the bezel. The Ronde Solo de Cartier are a much more affordable option. It still retains much of that classic look from as early as the 1930s. I'll be going over the case, the dial, the crown, movement, and the bracelet, and I'll be providing my thoughts on these as we do so. All right, so as we can see here, this case, perfectly round, and as more norm than the exception, this case is 42 millimeters in diameter and 8.53 millimeters thick, so quite a pancake there, almost literally. Well, don't eat it, and certainly don't cook it. It is entirely in stainless steel, and it is, as I said, perfectly round. All right, so looking at all of the finishing here, it is entirely high polish all the way into the case back, and even those screws on the case back are very high polish as well. All right, not a single bezel, or not a single bevel really, just a round circle with lugs pointing out just to catch those links as you start to go around. All right, so this crystal on the front is a transparent scratch resistant sapphire, so no fear of suit threads or buttons damaging it. Note that the case back is solid, and with that winding crown you can have a water resistance of down to 3 bar or 30 meters or 100 feet below sea level. So I wouldn't take this for more than, say, a surface swim at best. Perhaps maybe a little dip in the pool would be fine as well. Just don't go crazy with the deep sea diving. All right, so this bezel, well, there's not really much to say of the bezel. It's literally effectively just the case. There's no raised portion of a bezel surrounding the dial. It's all just case, all right? And that really gives it to that, really lends to that dress watch appearance of having a very, very, very thin form factor. Again, only just 8.53 millimeters thick, all right? So this will definitely hug your wrist very well. And when I try it on later, you will see. All right, so this dial on here is a silvered opaline dial. So effectively a white, almost creamy color. It reflects light a little bit differently than a matte finish. All right, as I move it around in my light box here, you can see how it behaves in the light. So you can determine, if that's for you or not. All right. The hands on here are the blue sword shaped hands. If you angle it just right, you can really catch those really deep hues right there on those hands. Very, very nice touch there. All right, there's a date aperture at the 3 o'clock, Roman numerals all the way around on the outer part with a tiny hidden Cartier logo in the number 7 right there, as you can see, if my camera will focus. Yeah, right there at the number 7. All right, and on the inside of that track there, it's a rail track minute circle. At the inside there are actually Arabic numerals, so it actually doubles as not only a 12-hour dial, but also a 24-hour dial. So in the afternoon you can start counting from 13 all the way up to 24, and then you can start again in the morning with these large Art Deco-esque Roman numerals. All right, so if we take a look at the crown, it has a kind of an aggressive but not too pronounced knurling at its base. It kind of tapers and domes outward and makes a synthetic cabochon-shaped spinel. That means that it's effectively rounded on one side and flat, so it sits nice and easy within the crown there, and it works just like any other Cartier would. At its default position, you can just simply wind the crown and you can hear it, all right, without having to pull the crown out at all. All right, okay, and then pulling out to the second position allows you to advance the date forward. It takes quite a bit, so about a full turn actually, to get the date moving forward by 1. So if you're a time traveler, this may not be the best option for you if you like to go forward in time very rapidly. All right, but for most of us this will be just fine. I don't think that it would really impact date keeping all that much. All right, and you pull the crown out to the final position. And notice that the seconds hand has stopped. The center mounted second hand has in fact stopped. So that's part of the movement function. That'll go over a bit later. And when you stop the seconds hand, you can then move the minute hand freely to adjust the time as necessary. Press the crown all the way back in to continue timekeeping, as well as ensuring that superior water resistance. All right, so what makes all of that work is the movement. They don't say on their website, but it is the caliber 049 manufactured Cartier, which beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour or 4 hertz. It contains 21 joules and has a power reserve of up to 42 hours. There's also an internal oscillator that allows for continued winding of the watch with normal wrist movements, as indicated by automatic on the front of the dial. All right. Rather simple, but it gets the job done. The bracelet is also entirely in stainless steel, and as I said, all the main links are high polished, front, back, center, sides, you name it, where all the intermediary links are entirely brushed, finished, top, bottom, and on the insides. All right, so it gives a really nice illusion of there being links and not being links, depending on how you look at it. Very much like those those illustrations of, say, is it a duck or a rabbit? Well, is it positive or negative? Is it in the foreground or is it in the background? It gives a really nice presentation there. All right, and that actually, if you think about it, actually mirrors the look of those rail track minutes, that rail track minute circle right in the, well, not the dead center of the watch, but within the median area of that dial circle. So they're definitely going on with this motif here, and it is actually a very nice motif, and it allows for that sense of symmetry, because if you notice, there's no actual buckle here. There's just a hidden clasp, which it actually is not very easy to open if you were to just try to pull on it, or if you were to smack it onto something. Don't smack this, but if you were to try to open it, you would have kind of a hard time. So, as you saw earlier, the best way to do so is to lift from underneath and then pull outward as shown here. All right, and it also is that double deployment, so it gives that mirrored, not only the mirrored look, but it makes for an easier fit, an easier fitting process for anyone who wants to wear this, more snug on the wrist, or if your wrist happens to be smaller. All right, and while we're here, we can actually go over here and try it on, as I indicated earlier. And as always, it's easier to just do one side and then the other afterwards. All right, and well, there's quite a bit of extra linkage here for me, so I'll be wearing this a little bit higher on my wrist than I usually do, but my wrist is around here. Around here is where I would typically wear it, at about 7.25, 7.5 inches in circumference. My wrist, well, it kind of gets engulfed by the watch case because, well, it is a rather large dial at 42 millimeters in diameter. It wears closer to 44 thanks to these lugs, but honestly, it doesn't make that much of an issue, to me at least. If your wrist is slightly smaller, then you could have, well, kind of almost a comically large dial, but that's not to say that it isn't stylish or really dressy, because you can really see those Roman numerals very clearly. High contrast is what this is all about, even though it is essentially a silvered white dial. Not perfectly white, you still get that excellent sense of contrast. Even when it's pretty dim in the room, you can still see those Roman numerals and the Arabic numerals extremely clearly. And with that date aperture, you'll definitely remember at least which day of the month. All right. And looking at it over on the wrist, very, very nice form factor, very thin. It's, as I said, almost literally a pancake on my wrist. All right, so definitely my jacket fits over it just nicely, but honestly, any suit cuff, very, very tightly fitted suits will slide over this very nicely, even though there's, just a case here. It feels like it could bump, but 8 millimeters, nothing can go wrong there. All right. So, well, when it comes to comfort, very nice as well, because these links actually do conform to the size of the wrist. Assuming that this was actually sized for me, it would actually fit. It feels very light. It feels as if I'm not even wearing it because of that small form factor. And Cartier has really nailed it here when it comes to just weight and just having the overall function and the feel. All right, known not just for their jewelry, but also their watches. Excellent timekeepers. All right, so enough of what I think. What do you think about this watch? I'd love to hear your comments down below. And be sure to leave a like, as it really helps our channel out. And don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video. And as always, if you would like to purchase this watch or any other watch, new, used, if it's on our website, we can get it for you. Links down below. We'll see you at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.